Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for April 2021. So I'd like to get a message prior to pulling your cards from Spirit, and they were showing me a workbench, like in a garage. So if you're doing projects around the house, they just want to give you confirmation that things are going to go as well as expected. That there might be some minor delays, but things are looking really good in that area. So if you are doing something around your house, that is your confirmation that there might be something in this reading for you. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energies, and the near future, and then we will clarify. And then we're going to get some cards from the Oracle deck at the end. So let's see what's going on for you, Taurus, for April 2021. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. So maybe there's some imbalance in a relationship, and then a Queen of Wands in reverse. Not feeling like you can move forward in a relationship is what I'm sensing. I'm also sensing something around friendships. Let me grab this for you. And then we get the Chariot card in the near future, which seems to be the same message. It's like you're having trouble moving forward in many relationships because they're talking about the six being in reverse. So this could be with family, friends, your intimate relationship. It just feels sort of like stagnant. Something doesn't feel like it's moving forward. At least in the recent past, that's the way it felt. All right, let's get some more cards. This one wanted to come out. So we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. That's a good sign. Coming out of toxic situations, toxic relationships, things that weren't balanced. Not feeling like you could speak your truth. And then we've got the Empress in reverse in the near future and the Ace of Wands, which is great because this looks like a new beginning. And then the overall energy, we have the Hangman in reverse, which is perfect for everything. Where if it were upright, I'd say you were in a place where you felt more stagnant, and it seems like your energy is pushing you forward. Like you're able to take the steps that you weren't able to take previously, especially when it comes to walking away from relationships that don't serve you any longer. So this is you moving from the past into the current energies, making these choices, understanding the reasons behind why these situations haven't worked out in the past. Maybe feeling, they're drawing me to the Empress in reverse, so kind of a lack of love. Maybe you've lost that drive and that emotion and that passion for the relationships that used to work for you in the past, and you're just looking forward to starting brand new. It feels like they just keep saying clean slate. It's like you're wiping everything out so that you can rebuild a brand new life. That's exactly what it feels like. Okay, so let's get more specifically into your recent past. So with actually this one, I'm going to do it this way. So again, with the Six of Cups in reverse, this is feeling like there is an imbalance in all of your relationships. Because six is, a fairly big number. Most people have, two parents, a partner or someone they're interested in, a couple of close friends. And it feels like you've recently found, they just said maybe there were some secrets in relationships and things have come to light. And it was shocking. I think there was a feeling of disappointment. Like, wow, I put a lot of energy and effort into these relationships and they just feel very disappointing. Like, how do I move forward? Like, you didn't feel like you could actually move forward into making those choices just in the recent past. But then we come into the current energy with the Chariot and the Ten of Swords in reverse, which is really, really great energy. Again, we'll clarify these cards to get a little bit more information. But this person, this is Cancer energy, is moving forward, moving away from feeling stabbed in the back or feeling like the people around you have just been deceptive. It feels like there wasn't a whole lot of clarity in the past, and maybe a lot of things just all at once came to light. And this being in the reverse in your current energy, you're like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't have the energy. I've spent too much time in my head worrying about how to maintain all of these relationships in my life, and I just don't have the energy for it anymore. And then we go to, this could also be a work situation, they just said. So if there was imbalance at work, and again, you didn't feel like maybe you could speak up or you didn't feel like you were valued, then this is clearly stating that you're going to lay this down, really take a deep look within and decide that you want to move forward, because it seems like there was maybe some, again, backstabbing or sleepless nights, things that were just causing too much strain or stress in your life, and you want to move forward because you want a new beginning. So again, with the Upper Empress in reverse and then the Ace of Wands, if there was someone in your life that you didn't really feel loved you the way that you loved them, they may be coming in to let you know, hey, this is how I really feel about you. So if you've gotten out of a relationship recently, this person may come back in the month of April. I actually feel more like May, to at least express how they feel about you. It's going to be up to you. It feels like you've sort of lost that love and feeling, if you will. Maybe you just decided finally, I'm giving up. Either it's been too long since this, they just said 10 months. Maybe the relationship ended like 10 months ago and you had some hope, but over time you've lost that feeling and feel like, you know what, I'm just going to move on beyond this. If this person isn't going to make an effort and reach out to me to let me know how they feel, then I'm not going to waste any more time. And in a job, I feel like this is losing a passion, maybe a love for something, and you're starting to shift, like going towards a new passionate, either new passionate project. Maybe you want to find a job that's going to be more creative, where you not only feel more appreciated, but you also have more love for it. Again, feeling like I've just lost the passion for this and I want a brand new start. All right, so let's get some cards to clarify. All right, Spirit, please give me cards to clarify the Six of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. If they just said there's a female friend, whether you're male or female doesn't matter, but it feels like there's a female friend that you may have broken apart. They're saying like around a year maybe, and you're hoping for some communication. Maybe there's going to be a brand new start in that friendship. But I think you're going to think long and hard about whether it's worth it, because maybe there was a situation that you felt really stabbed in the back. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers for this. We've got the King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the World card in reverse. So immediately it feels like you put so much work into these relationships. Again, the Six of Pentacles in reverse is, there was just no balance. Like you would put all the effort in, and you being the King of Pentacles, male or female, and then feeling just kind of like, they just said empty. So it didn't feel like this was reciprocal relationships. And with the World in reverse, it's almost like, again, a stagnant energy. You just didn't feel like things were progressing, whether this be in your friendships, maybe family matters, and or a relationship, and the same with work. It just feels like a very consistent energy all throughout. And you want something that's gonna not only be more balanced financially, I'm sensing maybe you and your partner weren't on the same page about finances, and that could have caused some problems in the relationship, but you want to start a new cycle, and in the recent past you just weren't feeling like you could, and that could have been the reason why things fell apart as well. because you started to change. Things started to change. Your desires, the things you wanted out of your life, maybe where you wanted to invest your money. That can always cause arguments with family, with friends, even, and you know, their opinions. They're being really clear about not listening to anybody and or their opinions. Let me grab that. All right, so we have the Judgment. Exactly. You're in the current energy with the Judgment, the Emperor in reverse, and the Fool card. You're ready to take a leap of faith. This is saying you've made the decision. You know now exactly what it is, the choices you need to make around these relationships, this job. With the Emperor in reverse, understanding that you weren't feeling like you were fully in your power, and with the Fool, you want to take a leap of faith. You want to move forward. You want to feel that fire again, especially in a love relationship. So if this person wasn't able to express how they felt to you, maybe you didn't feel like they loved you, even if they tried to tell you, you just kind of, you felt like, nah, this doesn't feel that way. Actions speak louder than words, right? In all relationships, whether it be family, friends, partner, and work. If you didn't feel appreciated at work and worked really hard, that's a defeated kind of energy with the Emperor in reverse. And the Fool is saying, right now, in this current energy, you feel like you want to take a leap of faith. You're ready to just kind of go in blind. And maybe you've come to a place where you understand that thinking too far ahead isn't worth it. You'd rather just kind of see how things unfold. And maybe in the past you weren't able to do that. You are a very stable, grounded sign. So your earth energy always wants to know that something's going to create some kind of stability for you. And it feels like your energy's lightened up a bit and you want to be a little bit more playful and maybe be more hands off and let the energy just kind of take you. Maybe also they just said your intuition is heightened a bit. This is a big month for that for a lot of people. So that's where you had the ability to make these decisions because that intuition was kicking in and you're like, you know, I feel lighter. I feel happier now that I've laid down all of these swords, all of these bad toxic relationships, things that weren't working, that caused me physical stress or sleepless nights. And I just want to move forward into the future and see what's going to happen. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers for the near future. Tell me about the Empress in reverse for Taurus, please, for April 2021. The Empress and the Ace of Wands for Taurus, April 2021. So we've got the Four of Wands in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this tells me right away you've walked away from those toxic relationships and things that weren't stable for exactly everything that I've said, so I don't want to over repeat myself. You had the understanding that things, the groundwork for the relationships that you had in the past were not stable. And you know that they were built on rocky ground. And the toxicity that was there, where maybe people walked away from you and you didn't understand why, and now the clarity is, especially in the near future, becoming very, very, very clear. Clarity, clear, right? And then with the Empress in reverse, tired of feeling unloved, underappreciated, working so much and so hard to put effort into things that just weren't reciprocal. And then with your Ace of Wands, moving forward, maybe speaking your truth where you didn't really feel like you could in the past. Now this is saying, I'm just going to go ahead and say exactly what it is I'm feeling, what I'm going to be doing. I'm only going to share with the people that matter from this point on. I'm not dealing with these toxic relationships. I understand stability better than any other person that I'm surrounded by right now. And if they don't like it, too freaking bad. Too freaking bad, because you're moving forward unapologetically and getting away from all of this toxic energy. If it's a work situation, they just said that whatever you're moving towards is going to give you more stability than what you had in the past. They just keep talking about money. We have the King of Pentacles in the recent past. That was telling me that you were, or was it the King of Pentacles or the Knight? It was the King. So you were looking for something that was going to create not just stability, but it feels like you really wanted to make more money. I feel like there was something you wanted to invest in that's really important to you. All right, so let's get an outcome for these situations. What's the outcome for Taurus for April? And then we'll get your oracle cards to close this out. What's the outcome for Taurus? We've got the Lovers in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Devil in reverse. So basically just reiterating what we were saying, where relationships that weren't working out, that were toxic, where you felt like you couldn't make a solid decision, there was this constant back and forth, or maybe you felt like you were trying to juggle way too much stuff, not too many people, like in partnerships, in other words. Maybe you had just too many relationships that were exhausting. And the Death card was actually, in reverse. So again, getting rid of that toxic energy. They're saying just focus on what it is that you want. Trust your intuition. When it's time for a partner to come in, they will, and you won't have to be worried about juggling that with a job or other things in your life. That this person's going to be a lot more balanced. They're showing me the rainbow. They're really pointing that out. So it's important to focus on the things that really bring you joy and happiness. And maybe there's a lot of colors, like get out during the spring. They want you to, I'm seeing flowers and greenery and things that do keep you grounded, because that's going to also help to release any toxic energy from relationships that weren't working for you in the past. Okay, Taurus, let's get your oracle cards and close out this reading. Okay, this is for Taurus for April 2021. This is for Taurus. They want the top, the bottom, and one in the middle. This is amazing. So the first card is soulmates. So this is what I see coming in for you. It's a 41, which reduces to a 5, where you'd been feeling left out in the cold, where things just didn't work out for you. This is what's going to be coming in for you in the future. They want you to keep the hope and be patient. And then it says milk and honey. This is where everything that you've ever desired, now that you've woken up to the things that weren't working for you in the past, it's a 6, that's balance. Everything's going to come into balance. It's going to feel exciting and cozy and warm. They're showing me a blanket, like maybe you need to take a warm bath. Take care of yourself. Definitely nurturing yourself is important in this. And again, they're pointing out the rainbow. So things that maybe you didn't think were possible in future relationships or job situations, those are going to come to fruition. You're going to see this all unfold as you pay attention more to your intuition. And now that you've come to this place of understanding what wasn't working for you in the past. And then we have the observer. And the observer is a 49, which reduces to 13 and then reduces to 4, which is all about stability. This is you being able to take a step back and really see what it is that you've built in the future. It's like you almost can't believe it. I'm seeing you step back and sort of look around the room like, did I really create this? Is this really all mine? I followed my intuition, I followed my passions, and now the universe has delivered for me. So that is a beautiful message for you, Taurus. I am so happy for you. It looks like there's going to be some work around releasing some of this stuff, but you're going in the right direction, and that's what's important. Okay, Taurus, so if you like this video or it resonated for you, please do like, share, and shoot me a comment below. I also am doing private readings. If you'd like to have one of those, you can look in the description box below.
And I will see you in next week's video. Take care.